which once again you've read from cover to cover, and it's a one-pager today. And Kelly's happy to move it. And
questions,
Sarah? Of me?
I know. I'm just like one of those things where the Mayor has the great privilege of representing council at a whole pile of sort of more formal and official meetings, and I'm just wondering, you know, like the Regional Transport Committee, for example, how that's going and how we're making sure, like we did last term, that the views that are being represented and those kind of things are kind of the official council views, that kind of stuff. And so feedback from those meetings would be useful, and like how do we get that?
I can make you a copy of it, but one thing I can say is foremost and centre on just about every page you read in those in that committee is get rid of greenhouse gases. As much as we can. And I'm pushing, when I go there, I'm pushing about transferring the fuel of buses or things like that to something else, or getting more electric buses, getting hydrogen buses, all sorts of things, because that's the way I think, as far as, because as you know, 56% of our greenhouse gases come from transport, and about 35 from
the vehicle fleet,
things with wheels on. So I think the quicker we zero in on those things and using to put pressure on ECAN to modify some of their buses, the ones they've got, or every new one will always be electric, but we're pushing in on that.
So in that space, maybe we should have a chat about the evidence base for the transition. So with my portfolio hat on, because the transition to those other fuels isn't likely to make a significant impact soon enough by all of the evidence that's been provided through the Climate Commission and those kind of places. So making sure that you're also representing that official council view on mode shift and those kind of things too.
Yes, I can do that for you.
No, for the council, because the role of the Mayor is to represent the council view on those things.
Yes, not
necessarily pushing the hydrogen kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And if we can, maybe before the next RTC, maybe have another catch-up like we did before the first one.
Absolutely. No, I'm more than happy with that.
That'd be great, thank you.
Yep. Sam?
Just a quick one. So you're still seated on the 6th floor and your door's always open, isn't it?
But if I don't know meetings happening, it's difficult to do, right?
Yeah, well, you don't know when RTC meetings happen. Okay, fair enough. No problem. Yanni?
I'm sure that's easily fixable now.
Easily fixable. Yeah, Yanni?
Yeah, thank you. I just had two questions. One is, do we know if the SURF agreements have been signed yet? Has there been any conversation with government over the SURF projects that we've, remember we had the pressure to make sure that they were signed and delivered? And the second question is, do we have any information around the announcement that government made last week around the funding of public transport in Christchurch? Because to the best of my knowledge, we haven't had anything through, but it would be good to understand what impact that would have on things like our draft annual plan, which is out for consultation, and possibly the deliverability in terms of other projects.
So my officer Lynette is not in the room at the moment. She's just nipped out. We can just give you a written response to that, Councillor Johansson.
That's in relation to the one that Minister Wood did on Friday at the bus exchange. Yeah, the ink is still wet on that, and Lynette is trolling away through it and getting it sorted now. So as soon as she knows, you'll know. Okay. Oh, you had two questions, didn't you?
Happy to second.
I see what you did. Okay. I thought we'd done all that bit. Yeah, we had a mover and a seconder. Yeah, we did.
Move on.
Right, all those in favour? All those against? Thank you. Carried. So we will